what? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts. I'm Mad Mizzy, Ron Money, and Quant Show Love in the building. What's the deal, fellas?
What's going on there, everybody? What's going on?
Jamaica's off. Happening.
Yes, sir. We back for a Friday episode, and we got some breaking news coming in this Friday episode. Had the rundown already set and sent out, and my Niners coming through with some major news, man. What's y'all, or I probably should lead the way into this reaction of my San Francisco 49ers officially paying Brock Purdy on a 5-year extension worth $265 million, averaging about $53 million a year. My reaction is I'm glad he's not the highest paid quarterback, but it's still like for him to be paid higher than some of these other dudes. I don't know, man. I hope we know what we doing.
Dictate the moves you gotta make later.
But it kind of feel good because it's out the way because it would have been hanging over there the entire year. But I would have liked a little bit cheaper. I would have liked it a little bit cheaper. That's just me.
What, 50
220
mil?
something like that.
Now you working with us. After everything 45 mil?
Yeah, like 45, 40 mil, something like that.
Stand by.
You think about, and then you think about,
That's why
our offensive line really hasn't been that good. We got probably the best offensive tackle in the game, but Trent Williams getting up there in age. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's 36 this year. That's Like he's 36 this year. That's up there in football years. You feel what I'm saying? And then Aaron Banks, he went to the Packers in the offseason. So he was probably our second best offensive lineman. It just doesn't make sense to me to pay a premium on a quarterback when we didn't have to, and we didn't go out there and address our offensive line needs. So now he going out there. He's been hurt already a few times in the years that he started behind a poor offensive line. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, I hope we know what we're doing, man. But it seemed like it was a rush, in my opinion. I was shocked. But y'all go ahead.
No. He was still be alive. I believe
Go ahead, Ryan. Take it, Ryan.
We on a MadMizzy Sports show, so I would say that I was the one that said that he was going to get paid because if you look at his resume, he's been to 2 NFC championships, 2 Super Bowls. He can't, even though he had the stars around him, but he basically was playing with house money. So they did what they had to do. You gotta give him at least 50 mil. That's what these quarterbacks getting. And Sam Darnold could get 50 mil. Brock Purdy should deserve to get 50 mil. So I think he should have got what he got paid. But that easy ass schedule this year, the pressure gonna be on him.
The pressure definitely gonna be on him. We was mentioning how offseason we lost everybody. Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa. So listen, we said, the expectations is there. And he just got paid. So after 6 and 10, 6 and 11 years. So
yeah. Right. The pressure definitely gonna be on him now.
Yeah, man.
So if he can't get at least 10 wins with that easy ass schedule, then we could be like, yeah, they shouldn't have gave him 53 mil, 45.
I think it's gonna be more on Kyle if he can't get this team over there. Over that 10 win threshold, in my opinion.
Yeah, with that easy ass schedule. Yeah, right. You're right. But I think, like I said, this market, man, is just the value of the market. That's all it is. So I said 2 NFC conference, 2 Super Bowls. Being the Mr. Irrelevant draft pick that he was, you can't not say he didn't deserve his paper. And what happened with the Trey Lance situation? They might found a diamond in the rough. We don't know that yet, but the man did what he did. He did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Whoever thought he would have came in and played that way? I get it. He had Debo. He had Christian McCaffrey. He got what's the tight end name?
What's the tight end name? George Kittle?
Yeah, George Kittle. Yeah, come on, man. The pieces was there. You still on the defensive side too. They had Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw. I know they lost. I know they lost a lot of them people, but he still did what he needed to do. So I mean, he deserved that praise.
Oh yeah, but before I get my 2 cents, I gotta say shout out to the chat.
Yeah, we
Shout out
definitely
to
didn't do
all
our
the
thing. We
new
jumped right into it.
subscribers to the MadMizzy Sports Show, man. Cause like like I normally say, without y'all, there is no us. So we
Yes,
loving the
sir.
support. We loving the growing subscription. We loving all that. You know what I'm saying? So keep it going, keep the numbers rising. You know what I'm saying? But on the Brock Purdy just getting paid tip, shout out to Brock Purdy. Yeah, I mean he's forever
Definitely
tied.
congrats to Brock. Definitely congrats,
Yeah,
man.
congrats to Brock. You know what I'm saying? He tied to the coach, and the coach, the GM probably professional. Like, look, fam, this your guy right here. You know what I mean? We felt the diamond in the rough. We know that we know that he played well within your system. We're not doing no more search. The search is over. This is our guy, and the writing was on the wall for him to get paid. That's why they cut a couple guys loose, let them find new homes, because they knew that they had to sign this guy. So no matter if I like it or not, San Fran chose their guy, the GM chose their guy, the head coach chose his guy, and Brock Purdy was the guy. So
Right.
shout out to Brock, and you forever tied to the coach and the gym. So hopefully you make them proud. Hopefully you
Prove
show the
him right.
sports world that you prove you show the sports world that you was worth the payday, and you're gonna have a lot of eyes on you now, Brock. And no more coming up small. You know what I mean? Is the ball is in your hand now officially, and it's time for you to do something with it. So don't fall off. Don't fall off the cliff early, bro. Now that you signed, all that being Mr. Irrelevant, that should be irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? You missed the
Oh
payday
yeah,
now, and it's time to go to work. Brock, it's time to go to work, Brock.
definitely.
Shout out to San Fran for getting the deal done.
Facts. Had to sell a portion of the a percentage of the franchise. I believe like 6% of the franchise for like half a bill, and then I mean they gave 250 of that to Brock. So listen, it is what it is. It's tough because you got to have that guaranteed money in the escrow. So if you giving them 200 guaranteed, you got to have that shit in the bank. You feel what I'm saying? Because I mean, I guess the NFL was on some bullshit back in the day. I mean, but that's been the major thing now is that when you get these dudes this guaranteed money, it's got to be set in stone. You feel what I'm saying? They got to be sitting in a bank account. You feel what I'm saying? Guaranteed. So, uh, listen, man, and the salary cap is expected to go up with all the new TV deals and the NFL growing exponentially. But it's still just, I mean, then it's like who he's with. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I still feel like it's in the class of you got dudes that's getting paid based off of like a projection, and I feel like Brock got paid off of what he accomplished, and we hopefully he can duplicate it. You get what I'm saying? Because I mean, like you said, too, a lot of quarterbacks don't get that in their career. You feel what I'm saying? Two NFC Championship games, one Super Bowl appearance. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of quarterbacks don't get that. So, and we don't got the pieces around no more. And I do feel like we just paid him for what he accomplished, not what we expecting. That's just me, though. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I am glad that it's done though, and that he's not the highest paid. You feel what I'm saying? Congrats to Brock. You definitely deserve it though, man. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to look into nobody pockets. You feel what I'm saying? You definitely accomplished some shit in the NFL, and you did it on like Ron was saying, basically house money. You know what I'm saying? Living with a roommate and all that shit. So get yourself a motherfucking house. Get some better clothes. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah,
And depth to
man.
Mr. Irrelevant. And depth to Mr.
Become a
Irrelevant, because
franchise
now you missed the
quarterback.
payday. Because now you missed the payday
You the
now.
franchise quarterback now, baby. You know what I'm saying? You up there with the big dogs. There's no excuses. There's no, oh, he ain't getting paid like him. You up there now, bro. You know
Ain't
what I
no,
mean?
he was the
So,
last pick of the draft nonsense. No,
yep,
it don't matter. You missed the
yep.
pay now, dog.
You getting 53 a year now, bro. None of that other shit matter. You feel what I'm saying? And that joint kicking immediately. Yep. Let's get over to the NBA though, man, where we was focused on the past few games, past few episodes. This news kind of derailed our focus a little bit, but what's y'all reaction to the Nuggets forcing Game 7 and a pull away victory? Honestly, yesterday.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say, man. The Nuggets got that championship pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you and they suffer from the same thing the Celtics suffer from that championship pedigree, which we'll talk about that series a little later. But yeah, I mean, if anybody who thought that they was going to beat the Denver, and anything less than 7 was smoking on something, because I took OKC in 7, and kind of how I feel right now. I'm feeling like my pick for who I really think going in the game is fluid. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna stick to OKC because that's what I said. But game 7, what I knew that wasn't going to get done earlier than 7. The Nuggets are just serious. You know what I'm saying? They got that championship pedigree, which we always talk about, and they led by the general, Nikola Jokic. He ain't gonna let his ship sink to just losing to OKC in 6 or 5 and 4. All that, anything other than 7 was uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jokic for figuring it out, for controlling the tempo. Jamal Murray showed up. You know what I mean? 25 plus points. Michael Porter Jr., he was able to, because we all know he battling some injuries, he was able to coast off on the sideline because of Christian Braun. You know what I mean? He was shooting threes, grabbing boards. It's like that Russell Westbrook. It's like playing with Russell Westbrook had to rub off on him, man, because he was getting his how he best see fit from the free throw line, from the 3-point line, grabbing rebounds, getting assists. Like he did a little bit of whatever they needed yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Christian Braun for being that X factor for his team yesterday. And him and Jokic and Murray, those 3 guys are the main 3, was the reason why there is a game 7. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it wasn't nothing that OKC did wrong. It's just that for me, the Denver was just on point, and basically because of that championship pedigree I talk about.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree, but he forgot one person that wasn't on that championship team that came through. The Bull Born. He wasn't on that team, but he was out there making shots. He had 11 rebounds. I mean, they basically won this game off of second chance points.
Mm-hmm.
They had 23.
Yeah, but that pedigree rubbed off on him is the point I was making about him.
No,
it rubbed off on him.
Yeah, that's true. But still, like he wasn't there. So, I mean, but when you play with other greatness, I mean, it just comes out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it just rubs off. So, but like I said, Jalen Williams sold out, man. He sold out. You gotta understand your role on a championship team or try to be a championship team. I'm Batman, you Robin. So
they don't got that pedigree, right? OKC ain't got that pedigree yet that I speak about.
But that's what I'm saying. This is numerous of times of him going sold. How many times is you gonna go sold?
I'm talking about bad Jones too. Like I wish
Jones.
I would have kind of saved him. But like that one Jones where he got the steal and whatchamacallit, like faked at him and he missed the dunk or the layup. I'm like,
for real.
Bro.
I'm like, for real?
Right, facts.
No, I agree with y'all. I agree.
Facts.
But I mean that's gonna happen. You know, you got key players coming out of here. I'm talking about for Denver. You know, you got the bench coming out just shooting shots, making shots. But if the other team coming out making shots and my other 2 superstars ain't making no shots, this is what's gonna happen. Like you said, that DNA championship is just gonna come out. So you mean like I like OKC, but I mean I still think they could win in game 7 because they're gonna be home, and you know, like I said, those key shots gonna go in for the bench players or for the role players. But when you championship caliber, you have to close out these games because they get an extra day now. So this could be motivation for them.
That's definitely gonna be like a positive for the older championship team Nuggets.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they get an extra day to relax.
I don't know, Ryan, but you calling OKC championship caliber, but to me, they ain't won it yet. So how's they championship caliber? I mean, they got because if that was the case, look what happened to the Cavaliers. People, I'm sure some people out there was calling them championship caliber.
It's different. They won their conference 2 years in a row. They won the conference 2 years in a row. How many times you gonna sell out on me?
Yeah.
How many times you gonna sell out on me? We gotta close this shit out. If we good teams find a way to win on the road.
But they're not. Yeah, they a good team. They're not a championship team.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. This keep happening every time.
They don't got that pedigree yet. They don't got that championship pedigree in them yet.
And this is why I say that at the end of the season they was at the 4th team at best. But since they had the best record, we can't not forget about that.
Ryan, hold on with all this. We told you with this whole OKC nonsense. You was the one on the big, like you sitting here talking like you this objective perspective, dude. When you've been leading the train for OKC all season long, I can't let you slip. No, hell no.
You
Oh,
fucking around
hell
rocking out my
no.
man SGA. My Batman showed up yesterday.
He did. He
I
did.
cannot say he didn't. I can't
He
say he
did. He
didn't.
did.
But the
He got
reason
to
why
be
he
smarter
lost
though.
because
Taking that
Robin didn't show
what
up.
was that fourth foul in the second quarter? That was horrific right there.
Yeah.
That was being young though and inexperienced. That
My
was,
thing is about
you know what I'm saying?
SGA. How you 6'8", 6", whatever, how tall he is, and you finish the game with 3 rebounds, bro? You letting Christian Braun out rebound you? Like, it's in no world should Christian Braun. I mean, he boy jump a little high. He jump a little high, but SGA, bro, you 6'7", bro. You should be at least getting 6 rebounds at least a game, bro.
Hmm.
You
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
finished
see
the
him like
three.
imposing his will like AE do.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
the dog that
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
you need that dog in you to
I
win a
mean,
He more
championship.
of
sometimes
a
you just gotta
poet on
sit
the
back and
court.
be
You
like,
feel
who
what I'm
gonna
saying?
help
But
me?
right now, you need somebody that's about to go out there and you know what I'm
Lose some
saying?
teeth.
Yeah, but how many
Yeah.
times he gonna do that? How many times he gonna
And
do
you're
that?
right. I agree with Ron though. My take was J Dub. You feel what I'm saying? And that's been the take the entire series. And we was talking about that the entire the season. That's why we was kind of down on OKC is because we like, do they have a legit number two?
Yes,
No, they don't. They
yes,
don't.
that
And
was
I
the
mean,
question all
it's
season
that
long.
simple. You feel
All
what I'm
season
saying?
long, that was the
So
question.
they J Dub, I mean, I like him, and maybe he can develop into that, but I don't know if they got the time to wait for him to develop into that because guess what? Minnesota
No.
got a number one and a two. They know
That's
who
Right.
why
they number
Giddy
one
got.
is, and they know
That's
who
why
they two
Giddy got
is.
the boot. They thought they
You
had a
feel what
number
I'm
two at
saying? New
home.
York, they got a one and a two. They know who the
Right.
one is. They know who the two is. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
Right. Right.
and then we got Indiana. They play as a full team. They play as
Right.
one as a unit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
That's the only team that get a pass. That's the
yeah,
only team
Yeah,
that get a
right,
exactly.
pass.
right.
So when you got that, like you said, when you got Batman out there, you gotta know who Robin gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Not to keep using the same old references, but you gotta know who the number two gonna be when you got that dude out there, or that number one gotta be like AI. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he did his thing, but he could have did more. He could have, I mean, he could have tried to drop
That's
40
what
or
SGA
50 and
could have did
close them.
more.
You feel what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
I'm going
man, yeah,
SGA could have
they
did
they
more.
they play as a team as well, though. I will say that. Although SGA he had his streak of what 20-point games where he scored like I think it was like 70 something. But like he don't typically go off for like 40, 50 burgers. It's always in the like 30 range. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
25, 30 range. So
yeah.
yeah, man. J Dub, it's on you, bro. Cause guess what? When it come game 7, and we gonna predict that after we
No
predict this
mistakes.
next
No
game.
mistakes, OKC.
Listen. Y'all know I'm gonna rock with my prediction, but
No, because to me, because it's not like OKC is getting smoked neither. You know what I'm saying? To me, if
no,
people, I believe at halftime the Nuggets or OKC was only up by
Yeah.
2 at half, yo.
Yeah, but
So
they
they
was
OKC
in the
was
but
up
game.
3.
before that they took the lead, but they was up by
That's
like
what I'm
8.
saying. So OKC
Yeah,
is in the game. They in the game. It's just closing them games, and the Nuggets not gonna lay down. They not
yep,
laying down.
yep,
They not. They
yep.
don't have that. I'ma just lay down type of mentality, man. They gonna take you to the limit, if
Hmm.
not blow you the hell out. So
Facts, facts. So
my bad, man. You was wrapping that up, but man, I just had to
yeah,
say that
no, you good. OKC, y'all better be ready, man. That's all I got to say. They better be ready for Sunday.
for
Let's
sure.
get into tonight's game. Though we was gonna speak on Caleb Williams and a little bit of news in the NFL, but I think I don't think it's worthy. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all let us know if y'all want us to talk about Caleb Williams and him not wanting to be drafted by the Bears, man. For
Right.
real.
Right. What
Celtics at Knicks,
I just
man.
want to know why
Game
that story
6.
didn't come out last year. That's all I want to know.
Facts. What's the point of it coming out now anyway?
Yeah,
Right.
what is the point?
Right.
Regardless. Celtics at Knicks, game 6. What's y'all expectation? Who y'all taking? And who's y'all X factor for tonight? For either team. Who y'all
Yo,
think gonna have a good game?
I'm jumping out there first, Ryan. I'm gonna go ahead and say, man, like I said last game, this should be a game where the Knicks one shot kill the kill shot. They gotta
They
deliver
got
the
to.
kill shot tonight.
They
Cause
got
if
to.
not, it go back to Boston. They gonna be sorry. The Knicks gonna be sorry, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the Knicks should win, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Celtics. I just feel like without Tatum on the court, they can't identify who's going to be the ball dominant person. So as long as Jaylen Brown keep himself incognito, keep the ball moving, and score when you got open shots and open looks, or
Play
if
within the
they
function
if
of the
they up by so
offense.
much that you force to score like that. But if y'all above them, nobody should be dominating the ball. Let's keep the ball moving. Let's keep these shots going in. So for me, the X factor tonight is Derek White again. I feel like
Okay.
Derek White is a dude like
Okay.
Westbrook who knows his role. He knows when he got to fill in for rebounds. He knows when he got to up it up in assists. He knows when he got to up it up in putting up shots. So for me, he knows the top dog ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
I got Brown right here. I know what his strengths and weaknesses is, and I'ma just fill in where I need to fill in. I'm gonna be efficient in doing that. So I'm gonna say Derek White is the X factor, and I think the Celtics pull this one out. If the Knicks gonna do it, they're gonna have to do it next week. I mean, not next week, next game. So I'm gonna say the Celtics steal
That'll
this
be
one.
Monday, I believe.
I'm gonna say the Celtics steal this one. I just feel like they're gonna steal it. I just got that
It might be
feeling.
Sunday. It might be Sunday if it's a game 7. Not sure.
Monday.
Monday. Go ahead, Ryan. Who you taking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan, take off.
I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I just think what Mitch said on Friday, with the clutch player getting I mean not Friday, what he said during the other show and shit. With the clutch player getting fouled out, it really killed their momentum, you know what I'm saying? But this is the game where you know you can't go back to Boston. So it's like, look, man,
Facts.
we all gotta look at each other. It was like, look, let's just get one more. If we go back to Boston, it's a 0-0 series. The
Yep.
best team wins, and you already know who the best team is.
Niggas gonna get power bombed. They
So
gonna
why
get
not
power
do
bombed.
it? Yeah. So why not do it in front of your home fans? So
Got to.
they
Got
they
to.
gotta they gotta feel this moment. And my X factor for today game, it gotta be. I'm gonna say Carl Anthony Towns.
That's
You
what I was
can't
thinking in
play.
my head.
You can't play the way how you was playing.
Yep.
You gotta go with some force. Demand the ball. You just got to play with force, man. Play with that killer instinct. We can't go back to Boston. That's my key. That's my key.
Facts. I agree with Ryan. I'm gonna go with the Knicks. Uh, they gotta end it. I completely agree with both of y'all. They don't want to go back to Boston. They know that. And they got just a lot of bad history in the playoffs for New York. You feel what I'm
They
saying?
do.
To say the
They do.
least. You feel
They
what I'm
do.
saying?
They
So
do.
that's why I'm scared because I feel like if it's close, it's gonna be like some bullshit that might
One team
happen. You feel
got
what I'm
bad
saying?
history.
Like Jalen Brunson gonna miss a layup or something. Like I'm gonna
Right.
fucking throw my phone or something. Like
One team got
so.
bad history in the playoffs, and the other team is super effing lucky.
Exactly. They got the luck of the Irish on their side. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I'm not I'm confident, but I do think that they gotta try to make this a statement win though. You feel what I'm saying? Go out there, send a message, show them that y'all are the better team and that y'all deserve this series. You feel what I'm
You
saying? Don't
said your
play
X
around,
Factor is
man.
Cat?
Don't play
Your X
around
Factor?
because X Factor, I'm gonna go Josh Hart. I was
That's a good
thinking
one.
Carl Anthony
That's a
Towns, but
good
I'm gonna
one.
go Josh Hart. He gotta go in there, he gotta be that dog, and he gotta be that disruptor of that flowing offense of the Boston Celtics. Because we know that's what they're gonna do. They try and have player movement, ball movement, and be like the old school Warriors. You feel what I'm saying? So Josh Hart gotta be out there and try to disrupt that a little bit, getting them passing lanes and snatch them rebounds. You feel what I'm saying? Second chance points is gonna be huge. So
I
I will
I'm gonna
agree.
say
go with
this
Josh
though.
Hart.
I agree.
If
I completely agree.
Yeah, me too. But I will say this though. If the Knicks do win this game, it's gonna be because Mike Mikal Bridges
I was thinking Mikel too.
Him
stepped
too.
into
Him
his
too.
role. Stepped into his role because my thing is you don't got Tatum out there to worry about.
Right.
Yep.
So find out where else could you apply that energy,
Right.
bro? Because
Right.
if your shot falling and your defensive tenacity is the same as if Tatum was out there, then
Yep.
y'all should win this game easy.
Back.
Nick
Yep.
Nation should be happy.
Do
I
not
just
double
think
Jalen Brown. You don't need to because
right.
he don't want to become Batman.
Yep.
If you go back and look at that last game, Jalen Brown did not want to become Batman.
Yep. He was playing like
We could
Jimmy
say
Butler.
right. We could say that because he had 12 assists, but he do not want to be
No,
Batman.
he ain't lead the team in scoring. It was Derek White. Derek White had 30
Okay.
plus. You know what I'm
So
saying?
just
So
play
I get what you're
man.
saying. I
Try
get
to
what
play
you're
the
saying.
perimeter. Try to play the perimeter and just make them make their shots. Force them to make
Yep.
their shots. If they could do that, they should win. If they could do
Yep.
that, they
Celtics,
could win.
do not slow the ball down. Keep that thing moving. Keep them
Yep.
guessing. Keep it moving and keep shooting. That's it. That's the formula for the Celtics to win. Keep the
For
ball
sure.
moving and
For
stay
sure.
comfortable. Stay poised because it's on the Knicks to close out tonight. It's on the Knicks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. And you know,
pressure's on the Knicks.
the Garden gonna be rocking. But just
Rocking,
like in when they won Game
rocking.
4, it when it get quiet, it's almost just that same effect. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so big, it just be like crickets. You feel what I'm saying? So Try to quiet that crowd down if you're the Celtics and send a message that way. But we'll know by how the crowd is, what's going on in the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep,
That's for damn sure. That's for
that's for
damn sure.
sure.
Nuggets at Thunder, game 7, 3:30 Sunday. Ooh, is everybody sticking to their guns, man? If so,
I don't
why? Let's
know.
go.
Game 7.
No.
Game 7, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Game 7, OKC Denver, bro. Yo, it's looking like Denver, yo. That's who it's looking like. I'm gonna tell you why. That championship pedigree. I just can't bet on dudes who never been there before. Now, they might suffer the same thing that Cavs suffer from, looking like a real strong team during the season. But when the game get a little physical, and it calls for you to step it up a notch, go into an extra gear, I know that Denver has done it before.
They got that gear.
I took OKC in 7, but sometimes you forget how the playoffs is until you watching it again. And you know the team who's the most grittiest and can make their shots is going to win that series. And right now it's looking like Denver. So, man, oh my, yo, I'm gonna stick with OKC in 7 because I gotta look like I know what I'm talking about. But if Denver win this game, I ain't gonna be surprised. I'm gonna say OKC in 7 though.
And you got Aaron Gordon with he got a little handy hobble, but that's why that extra day gonna help Denver a lot more.
Shout out to Miz for pointing that out, because now that made me sit comfortable in me choosing the OKC in 7.
That's what got me a little shaky.
Yeah, so yes, I can remain OKC in 7. So that's where I'm at with it, Ryan.
I definitely was gonna throw that out there if you was gonna switch before you made it official. I was gonna be like, oh, you do know about AG though. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
and they need AG. They need AG.
For sure.
Yeah, he suffered a hamstring injury. Hopefully it ain't, but hopefully it's not like that stuff, right? But
no, it's a little tweak. But I mean, even that, like,
right, even that, yeah, right. But I was
the Thunder, they like to run.
OKC. I gotta ride with the ship. I can't switch stories, even though that's definitely a huge factor. And they get the extra day.
Well, Ryan, you could switch teams, Ryan, because you went OKC in 6.
Yeah,
that ain't
right.
Happen.
No, I'm not switching. I'm
saying your prediction was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but I'm still going with the Thunder, though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'd have jumped off the boat. Me personally, if my shit would already expired, I'm jumping off the boat.
Nigga, we go down with the Titanic, nigga. That's why all the niggas said, nigga, you don't jump off the boat. They should have been jumped off the boat.
Your jaw was wrong, though, Ryan. I'm saying, I get what you saying. If you would have said OKC in 7, that's different. You said OKC in 6, it didn't happen. Now it's time to regroup.
No, I ain't jumping, dog.
Nah.
SGA, nigga. SGA. No, they definitely
X Factors too. X Factors.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say SGA.
I would have said Aaron Gordon, but because of the hamstring. No. Yo, Christian Braun, yo. If he could put another performance on like how he did yesterday, the Denver win. Denver win because they was not respecting Bull. They was not respecting him. They just wasn't respecting him.
I'm gonna need SGA to drop 40 because it looked like he gonna need to.
He gonna need to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Denver bench. If Denver overall, they gonna have to have somebody. You feel what I'm saying? So to me,
so you going Denver to win it? You going Denver
or
to
not?
win it?
Yeah, I'm definitely going Denver. Not even Denver bench. I'm gonna say the Denver others, like a MPJ, a Christian Braun. I forgot what was the other boy that came in yesterday that was hitting the shots.
I call him the fake Jordan Poole. Strater.
Right. Struce. What?
Strater. Well, what's the boy name?
I know you, but yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. The boy with the hair and all that. Yeah. Somebody got to come in and hit some shots because if they can't hit no shots, I do believe that the Thunder, others are going to show up big in OKC behind that crowd. Like Ron said, when you going into these other atmospheres, man, and you got these hecklers. I mean, we clearly see it change, dudes. And then you got Denver; it's up in the mountains, so that altitude. You feel what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying?
This dude right here is the biggest heckler.
Facts. You got dudes up there telling you what you shot in the past 5 games. Damn, this motherfucker really know his shit. You got him out there thinking and all that. You feel what I'm saying? So when you home, you don't got to deal with that. You got the dudes that's cheering you on. Come on, let's go, bro. So yeah, the Nuggets, they gonna have to have the others show up because Jamal Murray and Jokic, they gonna be there. But I'm gonna go with Denver.
Okay.
That's our episode. That's our Friday episode, though. Y'all got anything else before we get up out of here?
Yeah, guys, we looking to grow. We still growing, guys. We still showing love.
Yep.
Listen, man, our whole thing is to keep the numbers growing. So if you're a new follower, shout out to y'all. If you're a new supporter, shout out to y'all. And we're gonna keep the train moving.
Yes, sir. And if you're a new follower, then you must not know the routine. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button, and comment on all the topics because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking. And make sure y'all share it, man. Don't be stingy, man. Share it with the world,
Share,
man.
share,
Share it with the
share. And guys,
world.
if you're
You
looking to
feel what I'm
support
saying?
this, if you're looking to support the boys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you could do so. Like how I would say right there in the comment section, $ what up squad.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
if you're looking to support us, you can do it through the Cash App, $ what up squad. And that's what it is, guys.
Yes, sir. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out here. And we'll see y'all Monday. Squad.
Squad.
Hey man, it's Friday. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do unless it's some cheats. You already
There it is. There's the message right
Uh-huh.
there from Ryan, the official John.
know.